In 2005, the G8 cancelled the debts of some of the poorest countries in the world. We were led to believe, after all the Live 8 concerts and media coverage, that debt forgiveness was a benevolent act and a great step forward in the fight against poverty. But was it? We visited Ghana in West Africa to find out what debt relief really meant for people on the receiving end.
Thank you, Tony Blair. Thank you, Bob Geldof. Thank you, Bono, and thank you, Live 8 and G8, for providing a development for us. A development of HIPIC, development of dustbin, which we have not seen and we cannot provide for ourselves. Through your initiative of development, we now have dustbin, HIPIC dustbin. Thank you, Tony Blair.
What has the G8 done? The G8 has said that they are going to wipe off 100% of our debt. Now, what they're telling us is that you owe us so much. We are not going to take the money from you. You generate the money yourself through taxation, through your productive activity and so on. Don't pay it to us, keep it. But we are going to tell you how to invest that kind of money. It's incredible. Nobody would accept that anywhere in the world. I do not think that there's any country in the West which would accept that another country or another institution in a foreign land should be determining its priority and how it spends its money and so on. I think that's arrogance, really arrogant.
We've seen, and we'll probably see more of these kind of HIPIC rainbows on schools and toilets, and I wonder what you make of that, or what Ghanaians must make of that.
They are marketing it. The outcome we just see, which is a toilet, a school emblazoned with HIPIC fund, gives the impression that, you know, we're getting something for the pay.
This is a toilet for Bisiasi, the HIPIC benefits.
We have two of this. We're given
For 27,000 people.
Yeah.
This is a waterless toilet, blah blah blah. There's an EnviroLoo cleaner. Then you clean the toilet with a damp toilet brush. Hello.
I'm actually a caretaker here with my husband, and I keep the place tidy.
Has she been given any of the Enviro cleaner and the toilet brushes to clean the toilets? Has she been given the materials?
I just use some ashes there, and I use my my broom to just clear the place.
HIPIC pay her.
Nobody pays me.
We were building schools before HIPIC. We were building public toilets for people before HIPIC. All of a sudden, everything we do has a HIPIC label on it. There's certain pretension, you know, and that pretension runs throughout, that other people know our problems better than we do, and I find that really repugnant, really extremely repugnant.
The international financial institutions had so much influence in whatever was finally accepted as the development agenda for the country. Conditions are being set. The government is told which areas those resources can be spent, which for us place so much limitation, so that if there's a condition which does not allow the government to invest so much resources into the production base of the economy, then we have a problem.
If you dictate the pace of development for an individual or a country, you'll be missing the point, because I know what goes inside me. I should have that independent mind to prioritize my things, come to you and say, guy, I need help. Can you help me? If you can, you say, okay, I can help you. If you can't, just leave me. But to say, okay, I'll help you, but then you have to fulfill A, B, C, D, and D, it ceases to become more or less like a help or aid. then it becomes an idea of enforcement and surveillance, because then you are going to monitor me to see whether I'm actually doing what you want.
If you cannot develop agriculture, then even your capacity to create jobs, which generates incomes, is lost.
Okay, so are we getting this? This is Chicago Stars.
American rice.
Absolutely. I mean, we produce rice in Ghana, but you see, there is none here. It doesn't even find space in the local supermarket, let alone getting exported. You know why? We don't have what it takes to make it better. Machinery, the expertise, the finances, have not got the infrastructure for industries. We don't have the money. The foreign direct investment is nil. Recently, it trickles in like, a drop of rain. That is what we need to add value to the commodities, the products that we have, to be able to export. And then we have fair trade. Until that, nobody should talk about trade because we have nothing to trade. But anyway, we need Chicago rice because Afife rice is absent here.
The fact that for the next 20 years, even though Ghana will enjoy debt relief, Ghana will not have the free will to invest the resources generated into sectors that the country deems very important for the growth of the economy. I find that worrying. That is really worrying.
I mean, with the poverty reduction strategy, what are we doing? Advancing small credits to women to do batik, to do soap production and so on. That would not take them out of poverty. They cannot earn enough to look after themselves when they fall sick and so on. So it's a whole facade.
We have some of the Vaselines that we have done. We have the raw Vaseline here, which we use to do the Vaseline. This is the raw Vaseline. They take it here on credit and commission base. They go sell, then they bring the money to us. But I will say that this is not enough. Just look at this pot and this pot. For about 10 people starting it. But because we also do not have much funding, that was why we started like this.
The concept of poverty reduction assumes that a certain level of poverty is tolerable.
It's okay, yeah.
And therefore, if you can reduce it to that level, then people are going to be comfortable with poverty. I don't think that any level of poverty is acceptable.
Poverty cannot be alleviated sustainably unless there is economic growth. Now we are looking at poverty as it was a thing unto itself. Poverty is a consequence, an important factor, but a consequence. If you don't solve the problem of growth and development, you will not solve the poverty problem.
What we need now is growth. Let us send them our proposal and define the kind of development that we want.
We say a country is democratic, then the country should have all the powers to decide what to do with its resources.